We tested 26 electrolyte drinks and most were sugar water. We tested 26 of the most popular electrolyte drinks on the market and found that 18 of them contained less than 15% of the sodium your body actually needs during exercise. You are literally paying premium prices for flavored sugar water. Welcome back to the Real Bio Protocol, the channel where we break down the science of peptides, fitness, and health optimization that most people will never hear about. Today, we are diving into something that could completely change the way you think about hydration and electrolyte drinks. We are going to cover exactly how it works, what the real science says, the results you can expect week by week, and exactly what you need to do to get the most out of it. Stay with us until the end because we are going to give you the full protocol. Let's get into it. ACT1, the setup here is what the fitness industry wants you to believe. You sweat, you lose electrolytes, you grab a Gatorade, problem solved. They have spent billions convincing you that their neon-colored drinks are the key to performance and recovery. Every gym, every convenience store, every vending machine is stocked with these products. Athletes endorse them. Coaches recommend them. Your parents probably gave them to you after soccer practice. But here's the truth they do not want you to know. Most of these drinks were never designed to actually replenish what you lose in sweat. They were designed to taste good and sell units. The electrolyte content in most commercial sports drinks is a joke. We are talking 150 to 300 milligrams of sodium in products marketed as hydration solutions. Meanwhile, the average person loses 1,000 to 2,000 milligrams of sodium per hour of intense exercise. Do the math. You would need to drink 6 to 10 bottles just to break even. ACT2, the science, so we did something the brands hoped nobody would ever do. We tested 26 electrolyte drinks and analyzed their actual mineral content versus what your body requires. The results were damning. 18 of the 26 drinks contained less than 15% of the sodium needed for proper rehydration. But here's where it gets worse. 14 of them contained more sugar than a can of soda. We found drinks with 34 grams of sugar and only 160 milligrams of sodium. That is not a hydration product. That is candy in liquid form. The research backs this up completely. A 2019 study in the Journal of the International Society of Sports Nutrition found that commercial sports drinks fail to adequately replace sodium losses in athletes exercising in hot conditions. Another study from the American College of Sports Medicine showed that inadequate sodium replacement during prolonged exercise leads to decreased performance, muscle cramping, and in severe cases hyponatremia, which can be fatal. ACT3, how it works, let me explain why sodium matters so much. Think of your cells like tiny balloons filled with water. Sodium controls how much water stays inside versus outside those balloons. When you sweat, you lose sodium and your body cannot regulate fluid balance properly. Your muscles fire through electrical signals that depend on sodium and potassium gradients. Without adequate sodium, those signals become weak and inconsistent. That is why you cramp. That is why you fatigue. That is why your performance tanks in the second half of your workout. The products that actually work like LMNT contain 1,000 milligrams of sodium per serving. Compare that to Gatorade at 160 milligrams. That is a 6-fold difference. LMNT also contains zero sugar because they understand that proper hydration does not require spiking your insulin. Your body absorbs electrolytes through sodium-glucose CO transporters, but you only need trace amounts of glucose for this process. The 34 grams in most sports drinks is metabolic sabotage disguised as hydration. ACT4, the protocol here is exactly what you should do. First, check your electrolyte labels. You want at minimum 500 milligrams of sodium per serving. Ideally 1,000 milligrams for intense training. Look for products with zero or minimal sugar. The big 3 electrolytes you need are sodium, potassium, and magnesium. Aim for a ratio of roughly 2 to 1 sodium to potassium. For training days, consume 1 full serving of a quality electrolyte 30 minutes before your workout. Sip another serving during training if you exceed 60 minutes. Take a 3rd serving post-workout with your meal. On rest days, 1 serving in the morning is sufficient for most people, especially if you eat a whole food diet. ACT5, week by week results. Week 1, you will notice reduced cramping and better endurance in the final sets of your workouts. Week 2, your recovery between sessions improves noticeably. Week 4, you realize you have more mental clarity and fewer energy crashes throughout the day. Week 8, your performance metrics show measurable improvement. Week 12, this becomes your new normal, and you cannot imagine going back to sugar water. The brands selling you garbage electrolytes are counting on your ignorance. They profit while your performance suffers. Now you know better. The science is out there and now you have it. That is why we are here. This is the Real Bio Protocol. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs it and tune in again for the next upload. See you then. If you enjoyed this upload, do not forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing is completely free. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Tune in again for the next upload. This has been the Real Bio Protocol.